calls even when he does.
Yeah. And again, this is probably an obvious question, but you go from Peyton Manning, obviously huge successful programs here. They've finally got their Super Bowl. He's the antithesis of Michael Vick. So he's an offensive lineman. And styles, I mean, they are. Yeah. And he holds the ball forever. Yeah. I'm sure they used to talk about McNabb that way. Running his face, back and patting the ball all day. Kidding, you know. Yeah. And you've got. Can you talk about the difference between as offensive lineman adjusting to that?
I mean, it's definitely different than my last 2 years in the NFL. Mike, but the good thing with the quote unquote Michael holds the ball, and we got to pass protect longer, but Michael also makes plays. I mean, whether we get beat early or get beat late, he can still make guys miss. So it makes it. You're always alive on the block. In other systems, you get beat inside. Well, that guy got a sack. But now Mike can make guys miss. So, it gives us a little bit more confidence knowing that we can go after the guy, and block him for as long as we can and then, see what happens then. But at the end of the day, it's still pass protection. You're still one-on-one, 2-on-1 or however it is. You're still trying to block the guys up.
You talk a little bit about your winning experience. They had a winning tradition there. Mm-hmm. That's probably one of the hardest things to do in sports. The Eagles have a winning tradition.
Yeah.
So what do you think, that's going to be to get off to the 2-0 start both games on the road?
I think coming being 1-0, especially with your opening game or road game, it's huge for a long season, especially with this weird season that we have currently with the lockout and all that. So I think starting off with a win on the road is tremendous. I think the practices become easier and more fun as you win. I've been on a team that went 14-0, and on Wednesdays and Thursdays and Fridays it was fun at practice. I've also been on. Last year we had a stretch of I think 4 games where we lost, so those aren't exactly the most fun. So, if we keep a positive attitude, we go out there and perform, and we start winning. It makes the game a lot more fun.
One more question for me is, John Abraham 2 sacks last week. I mean, can you talk a little bit about Atlanta's line and some of the things you have to do?
I mean, they're one of the best in the league. They're big, fast, and physical, and that's when you can have a defensive line like Atlanta's, where not only are they big guys, but they move, they get off the ball, and they rush the passer. I mean, it's a challenge for us up front. It's no getting around that. This is a solid defensive front that we're going to face, and we got to be on our calls, and we got to block up the scheme and give Mike time to throw.
If you played this week the same way that you played last week, would that hold up against the defensive line that is stout?
I mean, that's I can't answer that question. That's a very different question. I mean, do you need to amp up your game? I don't think we got to try any harder because it's a different team. I think every game in the NFL is the biggest game of the year. Every week it's a Super Bowl. So that's how we kind of look at it. We look at, well, this is the biggest game because it's the game this week. So we got to go out there and we got to study these guys. That we, having the first week under our belt, we got, some calls that we can work on, kind of working on the schematics of the blocks. And, I think if we go out there and improve from last week to this week, I think we'll do well.
And what did you see on the tape, having a chance to go back and look, just as the unit that was obviously everybody was wondering, all right, it's the first time playing together, how would it fare? What was the answer?
I think for the first time out there, we did well. We, there's definitely things we could work on. We got a victory. In the NFL, that's at the end of the day, that's what you want. You want victories. You want wins. So, we went out there and played good enough to win. If we played that well, will we win every game? Who knows? But as long as we keep getting better, keep improving each week, I think we have a successful season.
Now, when you see that much other than blitz pickup that didn't go well for the offensive line.
A lot of stuff they blitzed a lot. And that's week in and week out you'll find teams that want to blitz when they're playing against Michael, and some teams that want to drop back and make them read coverage. So whatever we prepare for, whatever the other team does, we got to be ready to block it.
Now, what's the mindset when you have a quarterback like Michael who takes so many hits outside of the pocket? Is there more onus on you guys when he's in the pocket to try and keep him upright?
We want to keep him upright no matter where he goes. As long our goal is to keep Michael clean. When he comes out getting hit like you know, like quarterbacks can be hit. You don't want that because they're not exactly getting ready to block the guy that's running after them. They're trying to complete a pass, throw the ball down the field. So, you know, we got to keep his jersey clean, keep him off the ground.
Let's go.
Kind of like